Well, hey there, hero. It's David H. Lawrence XVII, violating the rule of never wearing white on camera. I'm in the middle of doing some work today, and I just thought I'd take a moment to share with you something that just happened. And I thought, let's get it out there before I forget. And that is the notion of how to deal with how we tell you to have clients handle payments when doing either per finished hour or royalty share plus on ACX or voices share on Findaway. Any one of those options when doing audiobooks is going to require that you get a lump sum payment, either the per finished hour payment or the production portion of a royalty share plus payment. And what we tell you to do is to ask for 50% up front. Not just ask, but make sure you say that's how it's done, that's how we work. So you get 50% up front, and then 50% as the remainder before you click the I'm done button. And that final 50% is where you adjust plus or minus depending upon how long the actual book is. And here's what I mean by that. So if the book is estimated to be 10 hours, you ask for 5 hours up front, but it ends up being, let's say, 10 and a half hours. You then get the remainder of 5.5 hours at the end before you click the I'm done button. Now, how do you handle that when you're using a paymaster? My concern when I started dealing with this was that I didn't want the paymaster to have to hold funds for me if they didn't want to. I didn't want to have to hold funds and then send it to the paymaster. But our friend, Noah Michael Levine at Skywire Paymaster Services, he's got this down. And so I talked to him. I called him. I sent him an email. And he wrote me back and he goes, this is easy peasy. I love when somebody says easy peasy. He said, here's what you do. Just have your client send me, meaning Noah, or in this case, whatever paymaster you're using. You want to check with your paymaster to make sure that they're as narrator-friendly as Noah is, because they may have a different way of doing this. But this is how Skywire does it. You have your rights holders send the 50% to Skywire. And then when you're done, and it's made out to Skywire. So then when you're done, you have them send the remainder. Once you've figured out what that remainder is, you have them send that to the paymaster. Now, what Noah does, and I'm not sure that other paymasters do this, what Noah does is he will actually pay out your 50% deposit to you as you start the book. He'll also hold the funds for you if you want him to, but he'll pay it out to you if you want. He trusts that you'll get the book done and that your rights holder will pay the rest. And then he'll take care of all of the union stuff, the deductible for health and retirement and his fee and so on, out of the remainder when that's paid by the rights holder at the end of the production process. So couldn't be friendlier, couldn't be nicer. When you negotiate, just to summarize, if you use Skywire, who we recommend as your paymaster when doing audiobooks that require a lump sum payment, this is not for the royalty share portion of either royalty share or royalty share plus. That's paid to you by Audible, by ACX. So not to worry about that. But for the actual lump sum payment portion of royalty share plus, and this works also for Findaway's Voices Share program, you have your rights holder, you estimate the length of the book, you have the rights holder send 50% to Skywire. They will then either pay it out to you or hold it for you if that's what you'd prefer. And then at the end, you determine how long the book actually is and then adjust your remainder plus or minus to finish out that remainder payment. That gets sent to Skywire, and from there, he will deduct his fee and the contributions for taxes if you're doing W-2 or just the health and retirement from the union if you're doing 1099. If this is confusing to you, leave me a comment below, because I know this is kind of like a bunch of stuff to throw at you all at once, but I wanted to just the basic message I wanted to get here is that Noah is awesome because he's also a narrator, and Skywire has been just a joy to work with, And I wanted you to know how they would handle this sort of thing, because this is going to happen more and more often. The Royalty Share Plus program is going to be very, very popular, and there are new things coming down the pike from other publishers where this will also be part of the process. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments about this, please leave it for me below this video. If you want to get on my list, I'd love to have you. Just scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page if you're on voheroes.com and fill out the form that says get on the list. You'll be on the list. Thank you again to Noah Michael Levine and Skywire Paymasters. We love you. You're awesome. That's why we send people to you. I'm David H. Lawrence 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.